Justice Lawrence Mugambi has suspended the Gazette notice okaying the increase of charges to documents after a Nakuru-based doctor, Magare Gikenyi, moved to court to challenge the new levies. In his application, he says that the increase is against legitimate expectation of citizens, considering the hard economic times Kenyans are facing. According to Ashoya Biko, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, the government is inviting a lot of legal battles, stating that the move of increasing acquisition of vital documents to Kenyans is unnecessary. As Gloria Musimbi now reports, the matter has been certified as urgent, with mention set for November 29th for further direction.
Same amount. It is a relief to Kenyans after the High Court issued orders stopping the implementation of the new charges for ID card and passport issuance that were gazetted 2 days ago. Justice Lawrence Mugambi of the High Court in Nairobi gave the orders following a petition by Nakuru-based Surgeon Magare Gikenyi, who in his petition said the charges were capricious and out of reach of many Kenyans. The Gazette notice has continued to elicit strong reactions from Kenyans who expressed their views against the government, complaining about the proposal to pay a higher amount for government services that they believe are already funded by their taxes. As seen in the Gazette notice, the government has revised the charges of some of its vital services, including passports, ID, work permits, birth and death certificate applications.
Ununua unga ama ni ID utachukua. Ngiri mbili ni nyingi bwana. Mimi nilikuwa naonako bwana hii kitu yani hata mimi sio ni maana kulipa ngiri mbili. Jota nimefikisha miaka 47, kwa hiyo nimebakisha ngapi niende biguni? Si ni kidogo.
Sasa unaenda huko naambiwa ID kipotea ni 2000, mtu atakwambia corruption itaingia. Leta 500 ni kutengenezea haraka. Sisi tulikuwa tunatarajia venye atatuongoza kama president wetu. Yeye atatuangalia kama watu wa chini juu yeye ni mtu alisema yeye ni hustler.
Sione kama hiyo maisha wa Kenya wa chini hawataweza kufaulu hiyo maneno. Ukiangalia mtu kama ule ambaye amezalia mtoto nje ya Kenya, eti inafaa alipe milioni 1 ndio apewe birth certificate ya huyo mtoto. Sasa hiyo vitu itatoka wapi? Kama mimi naweza enda Uganda na nizae mtoto niruti hapa na Kenya na mniombe shilingi milioni 1, itatoka wapi?
If the notice will be implemented, Kenyans will now have to pay 1,000 Kenyan shillings for the identification card, a necessary and vital document that has for a long time been issued to Kenyans for free. In the case of a misplacement, Kenyans will now have to pay 2,000 Kenyan shillings for a replacement. New birth certificate applications will cost 200 shillings from 50 shillings. Application fees for death certificates have also quadrupled to 200 shillings, while amendment fees for both birth and death certificates have increased by 870 to 1,000 Kenyan shillings. The fee of a 50-page diplomatic passport has doubled to 15,000 from 7,500 shillings, whereas the price of a 32-page service passport remains unchanged at 3,000 shillings.
If in the wisdom of the judicial officer who is handling that matter, they would, they would convince themselves that there is the need to suspend the implementation of the Gazette notice, then it's not going to only affect a section or a component of the Gazette notice. It is supposed to make a determination that suspends the whole of that Gazette notice, so that then they can interrogate the appropriateness of that Gazette notice.
Commenting on the current uproar and court suspension, Ashoya Biko, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, noted that the court should do a comprehensive suspension of issue and fees of documents acquired by citizens from the government. Biko notes that the move to increase the amount charged for the acquisition of vital documents to Kenyans is unnecessary with the current state of the nation. According to him, this may invite trouble as a long legal battle between citizens and the government may begin.
At which then there will be continued, castigation of government by its citizen. There will be continued filing of cases, and as all Kenyans know, most of the decisions that have been taken for determination before our courts by Kenyans have received very favorable rulings and judgments as against governments in each of those cases that they've taken.
The High Court has, however, certified the matter as urgent and issued a conservatory order, stopping the implementation of the new charges, a move we can only wait and see if the government will heed to. Gloria Musimbi, reporting for OpTV Newswatch.